Let's go over how you can use pattern fills in Affinity Designer. So I'll jump right in with a new document, and I'm just going to create an object. For this example, I'll be using a rectangle, so I will draw my rectangle. And instead of filling this with a color, let's say I want to fill this with a pattern. To do that, we would actually grab the gradient tool, which is located over here in your toolbar. You can also access it by pressing the letter G on your keyboard. And then we'll come up here to the tool settings menu, and we want to make sure that we're applying this to the fill and not the stroke. And for the type, we're going to choose bitmap from this list. Now, when you do that, it's going to prompt you to choose a file on your hard drive to use as the pattern fill, because as it turns out, Affinity Designer doesn't have any pattern fills installed in it. So you'll have to find your own patterns and download them. Or if you have your own artwork or vector drawings that you want to use as a pattern, you'll have to export it as a JPEG or a PNG file, and then you'll be able to use that as a pattern tile. If you want to use what I'm using here, I have a folder with a whole bunch of free floral patterns that I downloaded. I'll put a link in the description of the video if you want to download these patterns. For this demonstration, I'm just going to use pattern number 5.jpg, and now we have this floral pattern. Now, if you notice, we have these handles that we can work with here. I could take this handle here and scale this down, and if you notice, it's bringing the pattern all the way down and shrinking it like that. Now, if your pattern tile is designed in such a way that it's repeatable and seamless, you should not see any lines between the tiles. It should be infinitely repeatable, as you see in my example here. So you can use this handle to scale it, and then you can use this handle here to move it around. And that's pretty much how it works. If you hold your Shift key, it'll lock it onto the vertical or horizontal axis. And if you release Shift, you'll be able to move it around and rotate it as needed. Now let's have a look at an example of how you can use these pattern fills in context. So I have this image here of a shirt, and I want to fill this shirt with the pattern that I was using previously. So what I have in my layers menu is I have this vector object that I drew with the pen tool. I just drew an object over the shirt using the pen tool, and I'm going to fill this with the pattern and then change the blend mode. So I'll come over here to my gradients tool. I will choose from the type menu, I will choose bitmap, and then I will look for my pattern that I want to use, which is number 5.jpg. And now I could take this handle and scale this up or down. And if I want to make this pattern look a little more realistic, I could just change the layer mode to multiply. And just like that, we were able to create a very easy and simple shirt mock-up using that pattern. And the good thing about this is that I can go back in there and change this anytime I want. I can enlarge it or shrink it down or reposition it or whatever needs to be done. If you found this lesson useful, then consider checking out my Affinity Designer Masterclass. It's a collection of over 60 videos where I go over all of the tools and features in Affinity Designer, and I explain what they are and demonstrate how they work. Kind of like how I did in this video. We even have a private community where you can ask questions and get help from me anytime you want. And best of all, there's no monthly membership fees. You just pay $17 one time and you're in for life. I'll have some information about that down below if you want to check that out. As always, thanks for watching.